What is the reality of Sayyidina Imam al-Jinn Malik al-Hazaz in the Naqshbandi tariqah?
What is the importance of what?
What is the reality of Sayyidina Hazaz, the king jinn in Naqshbandi tariqah?
They don't talk about that too much, but Sayyidina Hazaz is the sultan of all the mu'min jinn. So alhamdulillah that the tariqah knows his name. I think we have one of the duroods or not for Sayyidina Hazaz. But most are not familiar with these teachings and not understanding. But Naqshbandiyatul Aliyah has a very strong connection to the world of light. So that's the difference, that when their connection to the world of light is not very strong, then they're lacking all of these realities from the world of light. So you think that if, let's for example, if the dunya is 10% and everything you based your faith on is just this 10%, and we come and tell you, well there's 90% you don't see, don't you think that your faith would have incorporated the 90%? So, no Shaykh, we just focus on the 10%. So out of 100% you focused all your faith on just the 10% you see. So outside of that room 90% of what you don't see is going to affect your faith. That's why on this miraj as we're moving through the surahs, at the month of Prophet at the month of Allah, Rajab, Allah has munafiqeen, that the munafiq is not against Allah, the munafiq is against Prophet because this is the way of ma'rifah into the heart of Prophet. At the month of Sha'ban, which is for Prophet is a jinn. Why? Because now Allah is saying, don't focus only on the 10%, that's the least of your problems. If you want opening, you want understanding, you want realities, you want to solve problems, there's 90% out there that you gotta build yourself for. Prepare to fight them, understand what type of problem they're putting, what type of difficulty they're putting on your life, and prepare yourself. That's why then the tariqah has all of the different realities. They have their ta'weezes, the belief in the ta'weezes, they have the du'as, the awrads, all these practices, excessive amounts of recitations, play this, recite this for what? To produce the immense amounts of energy so that to defend oneself from the immense amount of negativity. And as a result when they do the positive and the tariqahs, then they're surrounded by positive spiritual beings because they want a very positive environment. You make it smell nice, you make it to be fragrance, you do your ibadah, you do your worshipness, they come with their families. If your worshipness is not right and your ibadah is not right and the character is not right, they complain and leave because they have family too. Imagine if you have to move in with somebody that is just very wrong and you feel uncomfortable with your family, you would leave. They are the same. So it means then all of the teachings from Prophet when you come into your house, Ya as-salamu alaykum ibadillahi saliheen wal ghaibeen, you have a mannerism for the unseen because they're also worshippers of Allah. Fragrance the home, do your worshipness, do everything that's correct, be respectful in your home because their home's there too now. As a result they build an adab and an awareness. That also helps people to survive difficulties because the believing families are there and they can deal with the unseen that you can't see. And then the practices and all of the different things that we're told and taught to do to build our energy and our presence and our connections, again to push away negative and to make the positive happy. When you do your tafakkur, the mu'min ones they come around because they want that energy that you're producing and who you're calling upon. So they begin to participate and all their families begin to participate because you're doing energy practices. That's very powerful for them. So then they magnify those energy practices because they're happy. Every now and then you come and you do practice, you hear them doing zikr because they're sitting, they're happy and they're producing the energies that they're supposed to produce. So again, this is the focus on that 90%. So tariqah comes to bring the wholeness, but imagine a people who only focus on 10%, but 90% of it they ignore, deny, and that 90% is the thing that's destroying them. So that's their technology, those are their medicines, those are the foods, everything. You're denying all of that, then you understand how much difficulty people are enslaved by that 90% reality. But as soon as they do their practices they can break free from these difficulties inshaAllah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Bi hurmati Muhammad al-Mustafa bi siri Surat al-Fatiha. Ya Shabad ya Rasul Kareem, Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen.